Hey guys, Don Maeda here. We are at the FOX 2018 Product Launch in, are we in Los Olivos?
Los Olivos, yeah,
okay.
And this is Sarles and Sons Winery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mark Finley is going to run us through two flagship products that they introduced today. One is the new 180 boot, yeah?
Yeah, thanks Don. So this is our brand new 180 boot, and for us, this is a mid-tiered price point in our line. So we start with our Comp 5 boot at $199. Now this will be our new 180 at $249, and obviously we have our Instinct boot at $550. So it really fills that middle tier for us from a price point perspective. Some of the things that we wanted to do with the 180 was really retain the fit that we've been able to get with our Instinct boot. So when I say that, what we really wanted to do was get that fit over the top of the ankle to get a really secure fit with a Instinct style buckle on the second buckle and the lower buckle. This is pulling the rider's ankle back into the boot to really eliminate heel lift inside of the boot. The other thing that we wanted to do that is similar to an Instinct is retain a nice low toe box. So this is obviously great on the shifter side of the boot. It allows the rider to get your toe underneath the shifter without any problems. So a nice low toe box design, that Instinct fit around the ankle area. Another thing that was really big for us with Instinct was how flat the medial side of the boot was. And the idea there was to give the rider the best grip on the side of the motorcycle, the best feel for the frame. So you can see a very slim design here. We don't have the hinge system that you have on an Instinct. So you're able to get this nice and flat and close to the side of the motorcycle. So now that we've got the rider close to the bike, we also wanted to give him really good grip. So what we're using here is a rubber burn guard, and also on the upper section, and then also a durable rubber medial guard as well. Now what's interesting about the 180 is you come to the back of the boot, we've actually created a floating cuff system on the rear of the boot. This center piece here, as you can see, is allowed to float freely, and this allows the rider to get full range of motion. You can flex the boot, obviously to use the brake lever or the shifter, and you actually have a mechanical lockout where the heel cup itself is coming in contact with that floating cuff system in the rear, and also the calf guard also comes in contact with that. So it allows the foot to flex, but then also lock out before you have any hyperextension. So those are some of the key features. The other thing for us that was really important to retain was instant step-in comfort. So as soon as you step into an Instinct boot, people have just known that is a great fit, very comfortable feel from a motocross boot. We really retained the same type of feel with the 180. So great instant step-in comfort with the 180 as well. And as we talked about tonight, we had Ricky Carmichael here. Ricky was instrumental in helping us with Instinct. He was also a part of the development of our 180 boot. So that really rounds out the features of our 180.
Okay, I got a couple questions.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the great things about the Instinct is the hinged ankle.
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally taken out of the box and raced with it.
Yeah.
So what is the break-in time on these laps?
Yeah, so that's a great point. Without a hinge system, there's definitely some break-in time that's required on a 180. And honestly, like working with Ricky, he would do a few motos in the boot, and he said, man, it feels, within a couple of motos, he feels like it's really softened up and broken in for him. So it's definitely gonna require a bit of break-in time compared to an Instinct. To your point, with an Instinct with a hinge system, you're not forcing all of that material to break in. You're literally great right out of the box. With this, you are definitely breaking in some material around the ankle area that does require some break-in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the top?
Yeah, actually,
cool.
I'm so glad you brought that up. That's probably one of the biggest features of the new 180 boot. So what we're doing is, as I mentioned before, two Instinct style boots are buckles on the lower portion of the boot. But what we realized is really all we're trying to do with the top of the shin plate is seal the boot around your pant or your knee brace or your knee guard. Keep dirt from coming in, exactly. So you can see a nice cuff system that keeps this closed, but the closure system is simply a durable silicone strap.
Oh, it's adjustable.
It's adjustable. So a lot of guys see this and like, well, how can I adjust this depending on the knee brace or the knee guard that I'm gonna wear? There's actually 4 adjustments here, and it allows you to move this strap system depending on how big your calf is or what type of guard you're wearing.
I've got a buddy who's got these gigantic calves.
Yep.
And he's always buying the aftermarket straps from boot people.
Yeah.
So this is probably good for the guys with the fat legs.
This is actually great, and it's pretty easy to adjust. You simply pull this off of these tabs here, and actually I'll take the strap all the way out. So that is the silicone strap system. And again, super durable. We tested this. It takes about 45 pounds of pressure, like imagine like a kettlebell pulling this thing up or lifting a kettlebell with the strap. It's about 45 pounds of pressure before you have any tears or any damage to the strap itself. So we wanted to make sure that was super durable. To adjust it or put it back in, you simply slide it through the two holes. And then, like I mentioned before, like Don was saying, if you've got somebody that's a little bit larger, there's a fourth or the largest adjustment here. I'll try and get that turned around where you can see it. You literally place that over the tab and pull it over, Don.
Super
so
easy.
It's that simple. So ease of use was something else that we really wanted to bring with that new closure system, and that simply pulls around and pulls right into the hook system. So that's our new 180.
Yeah.
You'll see obviously a lot of coverage on this. This will be available around 9/15, so September 15th is the launch date for the 180 boot.
Cool.
Yep.
Looks exciting. Can't wait to ride in it.
Awesome.